to fathom the reality is so terrifying to most people that they just can't do it. Like there's some sort of mental block. Like you either got to believe the official story as it's told, or you have to believe that like all of these trusted networks are in it together. There's some sort of massive conspiracy. It goes all the way to the top. And that idea is so horrifying that people just reject it outright. I mean, these people and their ability to control the minds of the masses is admirable, if not completely evil. This entire establishment, this entire corrupt structure relies on mindless, unquestioning obedience. And it might not seem like that, but in reality, they keep you in a very confined mental state where you can't break out of that until someone like Alex Sainz shows up, like the woman from the 1984 commercial in Apple, and just throws the hammer through the screen and shatters the reality and hopefully shakes you out of this delusion that you're trapped in, this coma that you're asleep in.
The perspective of what we've been taught and how Truman-y this Truman Show really is vital to us fighting this. It is.
You have to know what game you're playing in order to fight it, right?
Not enough people question the reality in which we live in. I just want you to ask the questions that are right in front of you. I want to try to address the elephant that is in the room that, we constantly ignore.
There's no going back.
They say that we're on a ball that's 25,000 miles around the equator, that is spinning 66,000 miles an hour, that's orbiting the sun, that's moving 4 different directions. Yet every single night you can go out in your backyard and you can see Polaris. It's in the same freaking spot. So my point is, if we're moving four different directions, why is that star in the same spot? So I think they're lying. I don't think the Earth is moving, believe it or not, guys. I know that sounds crazy.
Listen, I'm not a flat earther. I'm not a round earther. Actually, what I am is I am somebody who has left the cult of science. I have left the mega church of science because what I have now realized is that science, what it is actually, is a pagan faith. You think those people are atheists? No, they are the most faithful to the Church of Science. They are the most faithful to the Church of Satan. Like they are, forget it. They're like, this is it. Whatever my media person tells me to do, I'm going to trust because I believe in the science. But the science is now a fake. And it's killing people.
What do you think about flat Earth theory, Tucker?
Well, I'm open to anything, but
Hey, that's it! Cut the sound.
There's no going back.
When it comes to things like the shape of the Earth, or the climate of the Earth, or the efficacy of the vaccine, or a number of things like this, because those things are settled. I'm not one of these globe cucks, okay? I don't trust it. I don't trust it for 1 second. I don't believe any of that stuff.
The firmament is real.
Earth is flat.
Earth is flat.
Earth is flat. You think this isn't flat? It's not.
Is the world round?
Yes, it's a globe. Globe tard.
so is space fake? Is there even space?
Space is fake.
So fake.
So fake. It's just laughable.
I also have it on good authority that space is fake, so...
Really? Really?
Everything that comes out of NASA is fake and gay. I mean, really, like how many videos of Neil deGrasse Tyson do we need to see with his mouth wide open, pointing, soy facing over these fake pictures to, how many of those do you need to finally convince you that space is amazing?
It's all fake and gay. I mean, kind of like space.
NASA's in the business of faking everything.
Are you denying space?
A little bit. A little bit. Sounds made up to me.
Sounds made up, yeah. Me too.
I don't believe space exists.
No satellites out there either, nigga.
Dangerous misinformation, like the Earth is flat and that humans have an immune system.
I like flat earthers. That means they think for themselves. And they're skeptical.
I'm not bothered by flat Earth.
I'm not bothered. I love this guy. He's probably one of the
most talented, smartest people I know, yet he doesn't believe in the globe.
Here's the thing, because most people would think that these are obvious, simple constructs. Yet now that I know Jeremy, he's incredibly bright. He's incredibly talented. He is so the two things, like, it sounds silly. Some of these thoughts sound silly, but from a bright person.
Where's Jeremy on vaccines, on COVID vaccines?
Where do you think? Where do you think?
I know where he's at.
You got me, it's a globe. Yes, you got me, it's a globe. It's a globe of dinosaurs. I like the Velociraptor. Hey, what's your favorite dinosaur, guys?
Crazy seeing Christians believe in evolution and space and all this stuff that 100% contradicts the Bible. It's the ultimate psyop.
Why do people get mad at people if they just describe the earth the way the oldest history book describes it?
Yeah. So does this mean you think it's flat?
Yep.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I just don't talk about it.
What percentage of the NFL believes in flat Earth, do you think?
Dude, honestly, there's at least 10 guys, 10 to 15 guys
you would be
in every
shocked.
locker room, I would imagine.
That are the hardcore flat Earth.
I think if you took a truly anonymous poll, you're over 15% of an NFL locker room.
That's crazy.
What?
I had to battle half of my team thinking the earth is flat this year.
I'm telling you.
I want the world to know, yes, Jim Brewer is open for the flat earth world, and it makes way more sense than a spinning ball. Now it makes all the sense in the world.
There's a bunch of links. I get it.
There's a bunch of links.
I totally get you.
There's so many things here that you've been lied about and fibbed about, and you learned and you took tests about it. That was BS.
I've seen a lot of things that my educational system said that was real and turned out to be completely fake. So, I mean, I don't mind going to Instagram in terms of my thoughts. What I mean,
not everybody can be a robot polisher.
The lies that we're fed, and I mean, it starts at birth. It's just amazing how much stuff that you actually find out if you stop believing the Department of Education and give yourself your own education.
There's no going back.
I'm telling you, they've changed the history that we're taught so much that if you actually went back and started redoing it yourself, I mean, going and doing the research, it is utterly unbelievable how many things they've lied to us about throughout history.
Yeah, you wonder, it gets to a point where you wonder
what's even true anymore.
And even something you've already seen, you see it again like years later. Like, for example, a video of the moon landing popped up on my feed. Same video, I've probably seen it 100 times, but it's like, you know, a week goes by, a month goes by, a year goes by, I get lied to more, and you start to doubt everything. And so it's like I watched this moon landing video, I'm like, that's so fake. It's like, that's so fake. It's like the first time you watch it, you're like, oh, cool. Like, oh, wow, that's us on the moon. A second time, you're like, hey, yeah, there's that video. Third time, fourth time, and I'm like, how did they get that camera there? It's like, yeah, that flag looks a little weird. And, yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe it is fake.
There's no going back.
And then now I see, it comes to my newsfeed, I see it, I'm like, yeah, that's totally fake. And it's just crazy.
I definitely believe the moon landing was faked. I had no coming back for me. It just, I don't know, it's always seemed cartoonish to me. Don't even get me started. The moon landings didn't happen. I don't care if you agree with me or not. It just didn't. The moon landing is like the Easter Bunny for adults. And people grew up with their little NASA dolls and they're attached to it and they need to believe it happened because they needed to believe in America greatness and no, it didn't happen.
Supercomputer today might not be able to accomplish that. You know, to think that they could do it on the first try.
It's like Santa Claus for adults.
It doesn't take a rocket scientist.
It's just laughable.
Oh, you're a genius. It's genius. You saw it on TV? That's awesome. I'm going to show you King Kong. I saw that on TV, too. There's no way people went on the moon. There's no way. By the way, it's impossible today.
No capability to go beyond low Earth orbit.
The older the evidence, like with Apollo, the easier it is for modern day people to look at it and say, whoa, that doesn't actually add up.
It looks ridiculous. It looks stupid.
I'm looking and using common sense.
It looks ridiculous and dumb.
That is tape, Tim. That's space tape, bud.
Do they think we're stupid?
It's so fake.
Scientists have proved that they lie! Who's getting another shot? They lie!
There's no going back.
Flat Earther community seems to be growing.
Surprised at the number of friends I have that believe the Earth is flat.
Bro, when you,
I'm shocked.
And this is not just amongst Christians. This is in the scientific community.
This stuff is really taking hold. What percentage of the NFL believes in flat Earth, do you think?
Dude, honestly, there's at least 10 guys, 10 to 15 guys in every locker room, I would imagine.
That are the hardcore flat Earth.
I think if you took a truly anonymous poll, you're over 15% of an NFL locker room.
That's crazy.
What?
I had to battle half of my team thinking the earth is flat this year.
I'm telling you.
Getting out of control. Can you please help it? Can you please help it?